What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. A first carry now. This is Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, they care about the people up front. Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Pulled in at the 24. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now Wilson on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've got a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Better get in there and knock another one away. And then maybe that time rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another 1st down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And 22 more yards there, and another 1st down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect him.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
There you go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, Wilson. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Losing a foot about 5 yards here on the side. Now it's 3rd down. So Charles, another sack for him in his rookie year. Into double digits now is the first round pick.
Yeah, I think this organization struck gold when they drafted him. In fact, before the game, I saw the general manager, and all he wanted to do was sell me on all the things he needs to improve on. I think right now, he's got a big grin on his face. If he stays healthy, you're looking at a future All-Pro.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. throwing again here. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to...
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced some completions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson will throw again. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now down to 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
McManus's point after is good, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his
and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
David Ojabo
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Fighting through it, he's got space.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He's got his man in the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Barker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there from Mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked. It's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fielded at the 33. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you know, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to this in a tie game, really. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just...
He's got a man, complete!
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This has been a rough one to put a penalty for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance led by